Hello, welcome back to a Tcap commentary. Today we're gonna look at Bald Beaver Hunter. Now, I've already watched this guy. This is a remaster, right? But I am so ready. His name is John Wesley Elliot, but like he goes by Bald Beaver Hunter, right? That's like who he's famously known for. But anyway, maybe you've realized, right? If you've been following my channel, there was no video on Sunday. You know how I usually upload. I kind of took the day off, just so I don't have to worry about anything like that, right? Because I was feeling a little bit burnt out. But we're back, right? We're back. Anyway, let's just continue. If you like to catch a predator, check out the channel. I have so many videos commentating over these guys, right? So if you like this one, you like the other ones, right? Anyway, let's continue. Let's start.
Hey!
So what will happen this time when Dateline
I'm
is
so
present?
pumped,
It
man.
seems some potential predators are getting the message. KBI Commissioner David James says chat rooms are filled with men afraid to show up.
Once they found out that the girl was in Kentucky, that we're not going to come to Kentucky because that's where they arrest people for
I don't care
doing this.
what it is.
But as always, that doesn't stop everyone. Stay tuned for the laughter.
Well, you think this
Oh, I'm
is
so
funny?
ready.
It's a big joke.
The tears. You ever watch a program called Dateline NBC?
Lord.
And the attempted getaway.
Oh man, you pause it, right? Pause it. Okay, my spacebar is not working for some reason, right? Doesn't matter. We're continuing. Screw it, right? I'm not gonna fix it. Anyway, we just saw, right, John Wesley Elliot, right, the one that left, and then we have Lord Armstrong, right, the famous Lord Armstrong, right? Oh, what a legend! But anyway, then we have Michael, the detective. I don't remember his name. I think his name is Michael. But anyway, let's just continue. Okay, I just pressed the spacebar again. That's not working, right? Rats.
Okay, out of the vehicle.
Okay, it's working now. Okay, banger, man.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Walking into our undercover house is 39-year-old John Elliot, a factory worker for a window company.
39? Hold
He's
on.
driven a factory worker for a window company. He's driven 2.5
factory
hours to
worker.
meet a girl who told him she was 12 and home alone. It's after 1 o'clock in the morning.
Dude. Okay, why is it not pausing now? What is wrong with... Okay, paused, right? So, that was a lot of stats, right, that came our way. But first things first, we haven't seen Casey in a while. You know, I'm glad to see Casey again, right? Oh, bangers. Anyway, then we have John Elliot, but his name is John Wesley Elliot, right? But I think it's Wesley. If it's not, then I'm just sounding like an idiot, right? But Wesley Elliot, screw it. He's showing up at 1 in the morning. Imagine that, 1 in the morning. Crazy, right? I'm never up that late, right? I would never. Anyway, window company guy, you know, he works at a factory, right? 39 years old. He's married, by the way. You know, he claims his love for his wife later on in the thing. But anyway,
We've
a
hired
bunch of
this
stuff.
19-year-old actress, Casey, to be our decoy.
Casey
Elliot
Maru.
seems
Is
to
it
think
Maru?
she's the
Same thing.
12-year-old virgin he's been chatting with online for the past month.
oh, and not even, I forgot to mention it, right? Sorry, I'll pause it again. He came over for a 12-year-old. Crazy, right? Crazy. We don't really see many 12-year-olds, right, that they use for to catch a predator. They usually use 13, 14, right? And recently, with Takedown with Chris Hansen, they're using 15, right? But crazy, man.
It
12.
seems to
What
think
the
she's the
what the
12-year-old
frick,
virgin
man?
He's been chatting with online for the past month. Using a screen name so disturbing we can't broadcast it, he tells the decoy about
Come
his
on, man.
fantasy of being with a young girl.
young girl.
You were asking me about what I was daydreaming about. Well, that's it. You nude and me licking you.
He continues to chat with the decoy about his fixation with giving
Christ, man. Oh shit, man. Yeah, I like straight up bangers, man. You know, maybe I should use that, you know, to seduce some of the women in my life, right? Of course, I'm kidding, but like, I can't believe. Like, first of all, the username that they're talking about is Bald Beaver Hunter, which is not that crazy, right? They had the mic. There's a lot of mics out here. The guy that was the vampire, he had the fucking, honestly, the worst username out of everyone, right? He had can I rape you? No, can I rape you anything is his username. They showed that, but not Bald Beaver Hunter, which, you know, I didn't really know what that was until I saw this, right? But
her oral
and if you don't know what that means, search it up, man. I'm not gonna tell you.
As he's talking to her, he's nude. And
I am
thinking
nude.
bad thoughts.
Bad thoughts.
I just never thought I would openly tell a young girl that.
Is okay with me.
It's okay with me.
But as soon as I saw your pic, I was like, man,
Man.
I'd give anything I could to have one night with her.
At one
Crazy.
point, he
12,
tells her
bro.
his hobby is taking pictures of himself masturbating and then sends the decoy some of those shots. And he doesn't stop there. Later, he sends her child pornography.
Oh
a
my
photo
God.
of a girl engaging in a sex act.
That girl is young.
How young?
I think 14.
Wow.
At one point, he's seen
Ah, man. Like, you know, my energy is kind of dwindled, right? Hearing that, well, I mean, you can hear that that's not the case, right? But he said CP just straight up. That's crazy. You know, sometimes, again, I'm not one to keep, like, these people in my thoughts constantly, right? It's on the rare occasion that I think about these guys, I usually always forget what happened in their chat logs. And I know people have always wanted me to check out the chat logs, but I don't know if I'm ready. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I'm ready to read through some things like that, right? Some things like that. But, yeah. CP, straight up.
fear she might
Crazy.
be a policewoman. But as you can see, that doesn't stop
Doesn't
him
stop
from
him at
showing
all.
up.
Got a piece so bad.
Yeah, it's the first door on the left.
Yeah.
I let him go to the bathroom, and when he came out, he seemed a little more relaxed. He was a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, she let me go to the bathroom. We're gonna be here a while.
Oh man, oh my god, I can't even, he hasn't even said a real word yet, and I'm really mad, right? I'm pissed, dare I say, right? But one thing that I never understood is the layout of the house, because I don't know what that, because that can't be the, actually no, it is the front of the house. Is it the front of the house? Because like, this house seems so gigantic and like so mixed up that I don't understand what's what. Because if this is the living room, right? I know they must have changed the design. You can't tell me that this is what the living room is, right? It's two chairs pointing against each other, right? That's not the case, right? It can't be. But how big is actually the house? You know, we've seen the outside, we've seen the garage. There's like two of them, which is crazy. I mean, actually, that's not that crazy because, I mean, that's usually some like things I see here in, Texas. But anyway, yeah, the layout of the house. Like, okay, look at this. What is this random ass carpet walk like to this room? And I know there's stairs right here, but there's also room over here. Like, don't tell me that this leads somewhere else. Like, what is it with these like walkways? And who has, bro? This looks like it belongs to the art museum. Why is there just a random ass stand here? Like, something makes me think. Sorry, I'm still talking about the house. You probably don't give a fuck, but like. This house must have been vacant before anyone showed up here, right? And this was all set up by NBC. Because I don't know who would live in a house like this.
Gosh, you're pretty.
Oh,
Thank you.
nasty.
So what are your plans, or what are you thinking?
Kissing you.
Hugging you?
Yeah.
I mean,
Bro.
you know how we talked on the internet.
As the decoy presses him, he
Man.
stops smiling and seems to get suspicious. She asks
I
him
don't
about
know.
that photo he sent her of the girl
It's just
receiving
not
oral
right.
sex.
Oh, that picture you sent me.
About
With
the little girl?
14-year-old girl.
Oh.
Was she really
Got it
14?
wrong.
I don't know.
I don't
just
know.
found it off of a guy off the internet when we were talking.
Is that like what you wanted to do?
Bro, I mean, you gotta admit, Casey is such a... She's so suspicious when she's asking these type of questions. Like, don't get me wrong, Casey is disgusted. I mean, how could you not be, right? I mean, we're watching it right now after it's all done, right? But Casey had to endure these type of things being said towards her, nonetheless. You know what I mean? So there's like a face she puts on against these guys that I feel like puts them off. At least someone that like John Wesley Elliot, because most people didn't really realize that, especially someone like Lauren. Let's be honest. Lauren was over the moon, right?
With the 14-year-old girl?
With the
Was
14-year-old
she really
girl?
14?
I don't know.
I
just
don't
found
know.
it off of a guy off the internet
Off
when
the
we were talking.
internet.
Is that like what you wanted to do?
That's what I want to do, but I can't.
It's
there's
not
something
right.
in me that it's not right.
It's not
and
right.
It's really bothering me.
You seem pretty confident on the internet in terms of what you wanted to do. What was your plan tonight?
Bro, it's just the slow walk out by Chris was amazing, right? But yeah, I mean, how could you not know that he got so suspicious? He's completely switched up his energy from going, I want to kiss you, hug you. I know the hug part is from, what's his name, Dustin, but it all fits together, man. You gotta admit. But he's like, it's not
there's
right. I
something
cannot
in
do
me
this.
that
I gotta
just-
go. I gotta
just-
leave.
It's not right, you know, and it's really bothering me.
It's not right.
You seem pretty confident on the internet.
Pretty confident on
in
the
terms of what
internet.
you wanted to do. What was your plan tonight?
Actually, I wasn't really going to be doing anything because I was worried of getting too scared and nervous about it.
Now, why were
Nervous
you getting
about
so
it.
scared and nervous?
I still want to know what that is.
Anything because
Sorry.
I was worried of getting too scared and nervous about it.
Now, why were
This is what you show up for this channel, right? It's by very silly rants, right? But what is this? Is it just like a lamp? Because that's I don't know if that's cool or not, but it looks like a perfume bottle, right? And then what is this? It's like a rose thingy. But I was gonna mention 1 a.m. by the way. You need to keep this in mind, right? That this guy came in so late at night. Okay. Clothes, relax. Stop being so dramatic, right? Stop being so dramatic. Okay, I don't know if that hurts your ears, but I'm just smacking my clothes because I'm in the closet right now, by the way. Still in here, man.
Well, I just knew it wasn't right.
But that's not how you made it sound.
That's not
online.
up to me.
You know.
And what about the photos he sent of himself masturbating? Why'd you do it?
Crazy.
Well, just everything in my life is just
Screwed
it's
in.
all screwed up. I got a bad job. My marriage is not good.
Did you bring any condoms?
No, I wasn't going to do anything like that.
Yeah, what were you going to do?
What are you gonna do?
It was just oral.
Just oral.
Well, I didn't think it was that bad on oral.
Oral.
She told you she was 12 years old.
The one thing I kind of didn't well, I'm realizing right now, I should say, but that their accents are so different. Sometimes I forget that I don't. Well, I'm not gonna say this like definitively because I just don't know, but I don't think Chris Hansen is from the South like at all. I think he's more up north, like northeast, like New York. I think he's from New York. I'm not sure though, but he doesn't have a southern accent like John Wesley Elliot does. You know, because John Wesley Elliot sounds like someone from the South, right? Of course, because that's where we're at. We're in Kentucky, I think. He's like, oh, I didn't think it was that bad doing oral, oral.
I didn't think it was that bad.
I feel like you would be a bit concerned.
She told you she was 12 years old.
Yeah.
Bro,
And you
that's so
came over
bad.
here
That's actually
planning
so
to have
bad.
oral sex with a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. I mean, yeah, I did.
When I ask him about his
Ugh.
obscene
I'm
screaming,
rolling my eyes, man.
he starts to laugh.
You think this is funny?
No,
It's a big joke.
No, this is
No,
real
you're gonna have sex with a
serious.
12-year-old girl, and this is a big old joke to you.
No. What I'm getting at is, this is the very first time this has ever happened. I've never met.
In history.
First time you got caught, maybe.
No.
Right. So what made you
Nothing.
decide all of a sudden to do it now? I mean, you've been chatting with this girl for a month.
A month. I don't think I've ever talked to anyone more than a month. I'm just saying, right? I'm just too famous and popular that, I can't keep up with people that long, right? But beyond the jokes, right? Like, you have to realize that this guy is laughing in the face of someone who just came out of nowhere, of a meeting that wasn't even supposed to happen, right? John Wesley Elliot came over for a 12-year-old, and now he's talking to a grown man holding papers, and he just showed him pictures of, his news that he sent to the decoy. I would be a little concerned, but maybe that's just me, right? I'm not John Wesley Elliot. Maybe he has this elaborate plan that'll help him escape, right? Who knows, man?
To do it now. I mean, you've been chatting with this girl for a month.
For a month.
I've had that fantasy in the back of my head.
Back of my hand.
About being with a young girl.
A young girl, yes.
Well, what do you think should
That's
happen?
crazy. Admitting to guilt, by the way, that's an admission of guilt, right? You're just like, oh, I fantasized about this for a while now, right? And I'm finally going through with my fantasies, right? Like, that's crazy. Man, you know what? I just don't even know what to say anymore. It's just, I can't believe that he's so open about it, because most of these guys, they don't really say like, oh yeah, maybe you're right, that my life is all screwed up, right, or something. They would make up some excuse. John Wesley Elliot is like infamously known for accepting and like not denying a single thing, right? I know he just said no to the whole first time you got caught maybe, but when he was in the detective room, right, whatever it's called, he was being interviewed by a detective. He he talked his head off, right, and that really cost him a lot of
It's in the back of my head.
deniability.
About being with a young girl.
A young girl.
A young
What do you
girl
think should happen to you?
Sent to an island.
sent to an island.
You think
Exile.
exile an island. You still think this is all funny?
No, I don't know why you're asking me
you're-
stuff like this. I mean,
Well, why do you think I'm curious about all this?
I can tell you're a therapist. I know. I mean, not just.
You think I'm a therapist?
Yeah, by the way you're.
Do you think that you came over?
I'm so sorry, man. Like, I actually didn't think I would actually laugh like that, because, like, I keep forgetting that, like, Chris doesn't laugh, because I always think that he does laugh, but he doesn't. That makes it so much funnier, because imagine if Chris actually laughed at that joke. I would be more concerned than anything, right? Because I don't think I've ever heard Chris Hansen laugh in his life, right? He's never, like, had a single laugh, even in his childhood, right? Chris Hansen's never laughed in his life. Imagine if Chris Hansen just bursted out laughing and then just continued going on with the interview. That would be so scary if you really think about it. You know, Chris Hansen just starts laughing his head off, and now he just goes back to interviewing this guy, right? But you think I'm a therapist. You see that again, man. That is so good.
Young girl, yes.
Well, what do you think should happen to you?
Sent to an island.
Sent to an island.
Sent to an island. You think
Exile.
Send me to an island.
You still think this is all funny?
No, I don't know why you're asking
you're-
me
you're-
stuff like this. I
Well,
mean,
why do you think I'm curious about all this?
I can tell you're.
It just hasn't even hit, but I'm already laughing, bro. Because Chris Hansen is like, why do you think I'm asking you this question? And I'm just like, dude, come on, man. I'm so sorry, but
Exile.
Exile and island. You still think this is all
No,
funny?
I don't know why you're asking
you're-
me stuff like this. I
Well,
mean,
why do you think I'm curious about all this?
I can tell you're a therapist. I know. I mean, not
You
just.
think I'm a therapist?
Yeah, by the way you're.
Do you think that you came over here to meet this girl and magically a therapist sat down to help you through your problem?
bro, I couldn't be somebody behind the scenes because I would be laughing so hard. I would be cackling, right? I would be ugly laughing, man. I can't believe it. I'm sorry. Imagine you're like in the back, right? You're like Ron Nye, you're Casey, right? You're Frag, right? Is Del Harvey here? I'm not even sure. Maybe she died. I don't know. But anyway, imagine you're in the back and you're just like, oh, I want, this guy, he's laughing. What's so funny, right? And then he's like, I could tell you're a therapist. I would be laughing so hard. But sadly, everyone in the crew has no personality, right? So they don't know what humor is, right? Especially Chris, right? I'm kidding, but
I know.
I could tell you're a
Do you think I'm a
therapist.
therapist?
Bro, on
by
everything,
the
this
way,
shit is so
Do
funny.
you think that you came over here to meet this girl and magically a therapist sat down to help you through your problem?
At 1 a.m.
I don't know. I
You
don't know.
Well, do you ever watch television?
Watch television
No,
much?
Well, there's something I got to tell you. I'm Chris Hansen, and I work for a show called Dateline NBC. And we're doing a story on adults who try to meet young teenagers online for sex.
Okay.
It's called To Catch a Predator.
To catch a
So if there's
predator.
anything
Oh, Ron Nye, man. There you are, man. I was waiting. Bang. Wait a minute. There's a basement in this house? What the hell? Because, like, you can see the decline right here. Hold on, man.
For sex.
Okay.
It's called To Catch a Predator. So if there's
There he is. But you know what? I want to say one thing. There was somebody in the past. I don't really remember your name because honestly, you kind of made me a little bit mad, but it's fine. Anyway, there was someone who was like, I don't know why he keeps making fun of Ron Knight, right? It feels a bit forced. Yeah, it's a bit forced. I'm kidding, right? Like, if you don't know, I'm actually like just messing around when I, talk shit about Ron Knight. It's all part of the joke, right? I'm just joking, guys. Relax. But oh man, Ron Knight, he's so good, man. I miss
To
him.
Catch a Predator.
The day Ron Knight dies, I need to go to his funeral. I need to be there. No, I have to be there no matter what, right? But man, I caught him again.
If there's
Easy.
anything else that you'd like to tell us about your situation, we'd like to hear it.
Yeah, I love my wife,
I love my wife.
and I know it doesn't look like it.
Tell me
I need
about
to
it.
see a psychiatrist because of the way everything's going with my life.
My life's screwed
Well, why
up.
don't you go ahead and I hope you get that help.
As he gets up to leave and makes the long walk to the door,
Walk of shame.
officers are in position, ready to arrest him.
Police.
Sheriff's office, hands up! Hands up! Hands out! Hands out!
Hands out. I would have drop kicked them, right there and then, right? While no one's looking, right? But I'm just joking. But
Hands out! Hands out!
hands out.
He's taken away in an unmarked car and
Unmarked
brought to a police
car.
station. He's booked photographed.
Thank you, sir.
Elliot John Wesley. Yeah, so I got it right.
And
John
brought
Wesley.
in for questioning.
Had an interesting night, haven't you?
Yeah. What an idiot, man. Like, I don't know. Like, okay. I know I have, like, a funny personality, right? Like, this is how I would act in appropriate situations. I wouldn't be like this when I'm being arrested, right? If I ever was to get arrested. Like, I don't know why he's so... How can I say this? He's, like, not fazed by any of it, right? He's still joking around. He still finds this to be funny. You know what I mean? I don't think he has questioned the idea of him being, you know, recorded by like seven different... I can't even talk. What is wrong? What is happening, right? 7 different cameras back at the house, right? He's still just... Okay, I don't know. I feel like I would be a little bit more concerned, right? But
Say the least.
He's read his rights, and Kentucky Bureau of Investigation agent Catherine Reed starts to question him.
What brought you here tonight, John?
John?
Just fantasy.
Illegal fantasies. But wait, I gotta mention something.
What brought you here tonight?
Investigation agent Catherine.
First of all, I don't know how y'all do it over there at KBI, right? Kentucky Bureau of Investigation, right? I don't know how y'all do it over there, but you can't show a Sprite to me, right? I would hit you, right? Of course, I'm kidding, but you know, there's only one type of carbonated beverage that I drink. Actually, there's 2, but there's mainly one, right? It's only Coca-Cola, right? I only mess with Coca-Cola and Doritos, right? Oh man, you give me a Doritos, right? I'll love you, man. But
Reed starts
doesn't
to
matter. What am I saying?
What brought you here tonight, John?
John.
Just fantasy.
Just fantasy.
What kind of fantasies?
Really illegal
I want
ones.
to be with a young girl. I'm not saying it's right or anything like that. I don't mean
It's
it
not
make
right.
it sound that way.
So you knew it was wrong when you came here.
Agent Reed
did.
gets the man's consent to search his car. Retrieve his computer from his home.
Home.
Oh gosh.
Oh
He's then
gosh.
taken to jail.
KBR. Bro,
And later brought before
what
a judge
is this
jail.
angle, man?
I've never been in jail.
Oh, you just said I've never been in jail. Well, looking like this, right? You look like you belong there. Let's be honest, right? I mean, from what we just witnessed, right? He does belong there, but you know what I mean. He looks like he's been, you know, 'cause look at these teeth, messed up, right? Go see a dentist,
And
right?
later brought before a judge.
You were charged with unlawful transaction with a minor less than 16 years of age, first degree,
Crazy.
which is a Class B felony. Do you understand that charge?
You understand that,
The
George?
judge sets his bail.
Your bond will stay at $50,000 cash.
Oh my god, I almost fell over. $50,000. I'm good. $50,000 to get out, you know, on bond, right? But then there's more. Screw it, let's just play it. Like
Your bond will stay at $50,000 cash.
50,000 to cash.
Yeah, hello? Hey.
Bro, look at this guy. Does not care, man. He's like, I have to get the perfect angle, right? Look at his hair. Like, what is he recording?
That sure was a long beat. That sure was a long beat. I am nervous. I'm just nervous.
I am nervous. He's like, why is he laughing at me? Bro, to be fair, like, this is awkward as hell. Like, look. Bro's just smiling at him, and he's just like, what is wrong with this guy, right?
Nervous. I'm just nervous as heck.
Nervous as heck out here.
I've never done anything like this. I have never done anything like this. I keep thinking to myself, this is crazy, this is crazy. I'm excited, but I'm scared and nervous at the same time. I've never been popular with the girls. I don't understand how you like me. Let's say you were 280 pounds, but you still have you still talk like you do, and have the personality that you do. I still like you.
What? He's like, if you were 280 pounds, I would, and you were talking to me like you are, I would still love you. Or something like that. Like, what is wrong with you?
I'm just surprised that you want me to even do this. You know, I need to get away anyway.
I need to get away.
I don't get out anyway. I just work and that's it. This is nice to be able to just...
Bro, it's insane how much he actually smiled throughout the entire thing, huh? Like this guy, look at him. He's smiling. To be fair, I commend it because it makes this entire segment a lot funnier, right? Because I mean that like class A joke with Chris Hansen, which by the way is not even a joke if you really think about it, right? He was actually serious when he thought that Chris Hansen was a therapist, but it is a funny joke nonetheless.
Nice to be able to just take a road trip.
They're bringing it back to the house, man. John Wesley Elliot was arrested during the Bowling Green, Kentucky sting on October 20th, 2007. Elliot was sentenced to 7 years in prison and had to register as a sex offender for 20 years. 20 years! Also, but I didn't even register. Okay, Bowling Green, Kentucky, right? So it is in Kentucky, right? October 20th, 2007, right? Which, to be fair, like this wasn't that long ago. It was like a week and a half ago. 7 whole years, by the way. 7 years in prison. That is a long time. Like, if you have been following Tcap, right, you can realize how much time that really is compared to other people. I know that Kentucky did it like a lot different, right, because they were a lot more serious about it. But there are some predators that serve maybe a year, like 2 years of probation, right? That was like a common sentencing, or like there was even some who didn't get any time in jail, but just like served probation and had to register as a sex offender. But the thing is what I don't like about it is that he has to serve for 20 years, not like a full life registry, right? How it is usually done. But I do appreciate the 7 years, right? I do like that. I don't like this, right? 20 it's a couple of years. It's a lot, right? It still hasn't expired, but there are some predators that do only get like a 5-year, 10-year, right? Like, but very little of them do get that. But I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so anyway, this was a great watch, right? We sorry. It's been getting really cold here, right, in Texas. So it's a bit chilly, right? Luckily I didn't get like hot at all in this closet. It's surprising, it really is. But yeah, we're getting back into the mood of it, right? We'll see what we record for Sunday. I'm actually thinking about doing a his name is really difficult to say, but it's the guy that passes out. He has a very like Asian oriented like name. Kazuo Akutsu is his name, actually. I remember it because I was like legit on my head like saying it like a million times when I was trying to record that. But yeah, I tried recording it. Okay, just so you know, I tried recording it, but like all my software was messing up and it got me really frustrated, so I didn't do that. But that is not the reason why I didn't have no video Sunday. Actually, no, it is the reason. I got so frustrated with my recording that I just kind of like said, screw it. I'll just take it off. Take like the weekend off and it's fine. But anyway, yeah, we'll come back with him, right? It's going to be an amazing watch. I didn't get to watch a lot of it. I watched like maybe a minute of it or even less than that. So yeah, we'll watch it on Sunday and we'll catch you some other time, right? Later.